Alrighty, guys, welcome back. Before the break, we were discussing the NBA playoffs, and now we're going to be talking about where Jared Goff's extension leaves Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. But before we dive into that, I just wanted to remind you guys to like and follow the show. We get a number of questions from viewers that come in during the show, so to ensure that your question gets read on the air, I ask that you use the tips and donation link with your question. That link is gsmcpodcast.net. Let's just put your question at the top of the list so that I can see it, and it also really helps the show. Ooh.
Right.
Man.
So this was a last second change up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, this is my candy for the show today. This topic here is my candy for the show. You're right. I do have analogies going on today, don't I?
You do, yeah.
Okay. This is a little something for Faith because she's a brand new Lions fan.
I sure am.
a little slice of cake for me because I get to talk about my Cowboys a little bit, maybe not the way I want to, but it is. This ties into the Cowboys as well. It's also a little football. It's a little bit of everything. Let's do this.
Alrighty, so where does Jared Goff's $212 million extension leave Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys? This story also comes from Yahoo Sports. So the debate about the Dallas Cowboys' understanding of what an all-in push entails should have come to an end Monday. That's largely thanks to endless instruction from the Detroit Lions ownership, which capped a series of staff and player extensions over the past 2 months with a 4-year, $212 million deal for quarterback Jared Goff. More than anything else that has happened in this offseason, that Goff extension with $170 million expected in guarantees puts the Cowboys at a crossroad with Dak Prescott. On one path, Dallas makes Prescott the highest paid player in the NFL history at the time of his signing. On the other path, the Cowboys decline that commitment, letting Prescott enter free agency next offseason, at which point another franchise will make him the highest paid player in NFL history. The only detour between those two avenues would be if Prescott gives Dallas a discount, signing a lesser deal than one he would draw on the open market 10 months from now. That's the unanimous opinion of multiple sources with experience in these scenarios, including team executives and prominent NFL agents who have negotiated top quarterback deals, all of whom have watched Dallas linger a step behind the market on the extensions for Prescott and the wideout CeeDee Lamb. They're in the same spot Detroit was with Goff and Sewell. One prominent agent said
Penei Sewell. So they
Sewell.
have
Oh.
they got some doozy names. Okay, you got Jared Goff, that's an easy one. Amon-Ra St. Brown, that's another one. Penei Sewell, another one. Just toss those out there because I know you're gonna have 99 problems with those.
Yeah, okay. So one prominent agent said on Monday night, Detroit did the work and got it moving, and Dallas is just watching the prices go up. They're an entire year late on a couple of deals. Added a second prominent agent of the Cowboys' growing dilemma: when in doubt, blame Jerry. Oh.
I don't think that's fair. When in doubt, blame Jerry.
That's what this is.
But this is exactly what Dallas should have done. The playbook that the Detroit Lions have done is kind of what the Dallas Cowboys should have done exactly this, before free agency even started. Because you're looking at a situation where you have Micah Parsons, they're all-world defensive, young stud defensive player. You got CeeDee Lamb, your all-world wide receiver, and then you have your quarterback, MVP candidate, contending quarterback. That's where he was at last year. Whether you agree with that or not, that's your own opinion. Detroit did exactly what Dallas should have done. But this, with what Detroit has done, I think has guaranteed that Dak will not be with the Cowboys. I feel like this is the death sentence of Dak Prescott with the Cowboys. Detroit last year, 12-5 record, first playoff berth in 32 years,
Mm-hmm.
reached the NFC championship game. Jared Goff threw for 4,500 yards, 30 touchdowns, only 12 interceptions, 67 completion percentage. Man, and Dak's numbers were better.
Mm-hmm.
He got Jared Goff, 212 million, 170 million guaranteed. The big one is Jared Goff is now the second highest paid quarterback in the NFL behind Joe Burrow at $53 million a year.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the problem. There's no way in the world Dak is going to take anything close to what Jared Goff has. As far if you are Dak Prescott and you look around and you say, listen, I'm way better than Jared Goff. That's what Dallas, I mean, that's what Dak's team's gonna say. His family, his agent, Dak, everyone's gonna say that. And I don't think Dak is wrong by saying that. So, perfect situation. I think 53 million a year for Dak would be great. What they've done is Detroit Lions have said, okay, we're going to sign Amon-Ra St. Brown, make him the highest paid quarterback and wide receiver in the NFL. We're going to take care of Penei Sewell, and then we're going to make Jared Goff the second highest paid quarterback in the NFL while extending him, making it so that those salaries can get the cap hit is spread out over the length of these contracts so
Mm-hmm.
that they have their three main guys taken care of, makes it so Dak is the Cowboys will not be able to do the same.
Mm-hmm.
Dak's not going to take a team friendly contract. He's not going to take a $53 million contract. Dak's going to be looking at that 58, 59, 60 something million-dollar contract. They weren't able to spread this out over time. So there's a $40 million cap hit this year. Man, this makes it so to me, it's impossible for Dak to take anything around this contract. So Dak's going to want more than Jared Goff. Jared Goff has just set the market for Dak Prescott that it's going to be a $58 million, $60 million a year contract. I just don't see how Dallas comes to any type of agreement. To me, this kind of sets it so Dak is leaving. For Jerry Jones, if I'm Jerry, I walk in there and you say, listen, this is what Jared Goff just got, 53. We'll come in, we'll sign you for 55 and run that over the next 4 years, 55 a year. I don't think Dak would take it. That's the problem. I think that, and Dallas is in major trouble. If Trevor Lawrence walks in there and he gets his contract next, it resets it because that means Trevor Lawrence is definitely going to want more than Jared Goff. And I think he should want more, even though he might not have done as much.
Mm-hmm.
But Trevor Lawrence is going to want more. I could see the Jacksonville Jaguars trying to run to get in line to sign next because Trevor Lawrence, the next two guys are going to want more than both what Jared Goff has received or Joe Burrow. So it's going to be here, and then the last person is Dak. Dak's going to go into free agency, and he's gonna blow the cap off of the NFL salary this year. Not this year, maybe next year, because he's going to wait to be a free agent. Dak's going to get Dak's going to get every penny he wants. He's going to come in, he's going to command it, and he's going to get it. Now, he's definitely getting the 60 million a year range. Faith is shaking her head. What do you say on that one? And Faith, before you comment, now looking at this, knowing that, hey, I can't be franchised. I'm gonna be a free agent, and there's gonna be a bidding war for my services. So
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm gonna get every penny I want. Remember that before you say that anything about Dak, because he's gonna get every penny he wants now.
Here's my thing.
Uh-oh. Ooh.
So the Dallas Cowboys is known for having loyalty to their players,
Yes,
right?
they are. Yes, absolutely. Not only that, they're not. They're Dallas has been very loyal to their players, and their players make so much money off the field and endorsement. Being the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys is worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Go
So
ahead.
if the Dallas Cowboys are known for their loyalty for their players, and Dak Prescott is like name brand Dallas Cowboys quarterback at the moment,
Hmm.
I just it's so, this whole situation to me is just so like icky, because Dak Prescott's gonna do whatever he can to be known as the highest paid quarterback in the NFL. And it's like, do you have to do that this year? Can you not wait, you know?
Well,
And
that's the thing. Dak wants to wait. Dallas has been wanting to sign Dak
mhm.
before all this happened.
Mhm.
Dak's just not willing to because he knows he plays this year out. If he's betting on himself. As long as he doesn't get injured, he's going to blow, he's going to get a massive contract. Walking in as free agent, I think Dak wants a fully guaranteed massive deal. Something that Dallas just there's a salary cap. Dallas will not be able to pay Dak the money he wants. I feel like it's over.
Mm.
If you only have so much, you're legally allowed to only pay so much.
No, yeah, I understand that, but you know, wait a year. Mm.
Yeah, I personally, when I look
Wait
at
a
these,
year.
well, that's what Dak is doing. Dak is waiting a year because Dak is going to walk away from Dallas. I don't see any way possible Dak stays in Dallas. I think number one, when you look at the numbers, my number one goal is sign Micah Parson, sign CD Lamb, let Dak walk. That's what I would love to see the Dallas Cowboys do. Uh, I don't think I mean, the money that Dak is going to want,
Mhm.
I think it's just gonna be crazy. I think what the Detroit Lions are doing, Detroit, which has just been a dumpster fire for a lifetime,
Yeah.
not the last decade, not my lifetime, my daddy's lifetime.
Yeah.
It's like
Overall, they've
yeah,
been a
yeah, yeah. They're just Detroit is doing everything right, making sure they retain.
Oh yeah, they ain't
uh
messing around now.
no, this is not your daddy's Dallas Detroit Lions. They're keeping their offensive coordinator. They're making sure their all world wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown is taken care of. They're making Sewell's taken care of. I am loving these
Mhm.
Detroit Lions. Man, they're doing everything right. I
Mhm.
think it's amazing.
Yep. Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see what's going to happen after the 2024 season. But with that, guys, we are going to take another short break, and when we come back, we're going to be talking about how the UC president recommends UCLA pay Cal Berkeley $10 million per year for the next 6 years. So make sure you guys stick around, and we will be back in a minute.